Hello, welcome to Full-Time Devils. My name is Gaz. So, way back in May 2016 when Jose Mourinho started at Manchester United, we did a little video with the top 10 problems that he needs to solve while here in his tenure. You can check out that video here, by the way. So we thought now, since the new season has started and started so well, now would be the best time to go back over that list and see if Jose has managed to solve any of those problems. Let's have a look. So, in at number 10, getting the crowd on their feet. The biggest problem, without doubt, under Louis van Gaal was the boring, depressing football that we were playing. And it genuinely got to the point where you could see the people sat around me at Old Trafford. They just didn't even seem like they enjoyed being at the game. No one was up for it at all, just because of the awful football that we were playing under Van Gaal. Jose Mourinho last season fixed it slightly. It was a little bit of an improvement. However, this season has been absolutely phenomenal. 4-0s all over the shop. The crowd don't even have time to sit down and go and get a pie before we've scored another goal. It's absolutely quality so far. In at number 9, one of the biggest worries that people had for Jose Mourinho when he arrived at Manchester United with his reputation was, would he play the young lads and the academy graduates? Now, last season we did see him give a few games to a few academy players, Angel Gomez in particular. However, that was only after the Premier League season had near enough finished for Man United and we had nothing to play for in that competition. Also, moving away from the academy and talking about youngsters in general, this season we've seen the likes of Andreas Pereira go out on loan, Timothy Fosu-Mensah, another one who's gone out on loan. Two players that I think would have been helpful to us this season and actually got some games and maybe deserving of it a little bit more than players in the current squad. So maybe there is scope for improvement there. Let's not forget though, he is giving games to the best young player in the world right now, Marcus Rashford. Number 8, signings. Well, I think this is something we can all agree on. Jose Mourinho has absolutely smashed it with this again this season. How was he going to top Paul Pogba and Ibrahimovic the season before? Well, this year he's done it, I think. Romelu Lukaku and Nemanja Matic both coming in and looking absolutely phenomenal. Seriously, Lukaku, people used to build him up before he came to Man United like he was just this big lump who gets himself on the end of stuff in the box, but he seems like a very, very intelligent player, I think, at times. And Nemanja Matic is just a genius in that midfield. I love that Jose's bringing in clever players, players who know football, and players who are obviously having an incredible impact on Manchester United so far. Love it. Big names for a big club. Number 7, Wayne Rooney. I think that Jose dealt with this in the most perfect way possible. We knew he wasn't quite good enough to be starting for Manchester United every week, and last season Jose showed that he agreed with that. He put him into more of a squad role, and then at the end of the season, probably just sat him down and said, look mate, do you want to carry on in this squad role, or do you want to go elsewhere and get first team football? Rooney chose the latter, of course, and I think that Jose dealt with it perfectly, letting him go to Everton, and dealt with it while giving Rooney the respect that he deserves as well. So, number 6, City, and in particular, Pep Guardiola as well. When Jose first arrived, we did think it was going to be him loggerheads with Pep constantly. Didn't quite work out that way last season, but this season, it is a little bit closer so far. At the time of recording, only goal difference separating the two clubs. I think we've got quite a bit to go before we find out who's the real winner here, to be honest. Right, number 5, easy one this, goals. Yeah, massive problem under Louis van Gaal. 0-0 at half-time in so many home games. It was genuinely depressing at times. Jose has dealt with that, and then some. Like I said earlier on, 4-0s out of nowhere. No one's got time to go for a pie before another one goes in. It's class. It's happy days at Old Trafford. Number 4, stature. Now for me, it never really made sense to say that we are the biggest club in the world when we weren't playing in the biggest club competition in Europe. Well, we're back in it now, back in the Champions League, and back where we belong amongst Europe's elite. I think Jose is on the right path with this one. Number 3, David De Gea. So we saw him sign a 5-year contract, but a lot of us did kind of think that maybe that's just to bump the price up for when Madrid eventually come in. But at the end of the day, David De Gea looks happy as Larry in the Man United squad, still performing, still one of the best in the world, and I don't think he actually wants to go elsewhere. So happy days, Dave stays. Number 2, staff. So Jose Mourinho, when he joined Manchester United, of course, brought in a lot of his own men. Seems like it's going well so far. He's not been on the pitch having a go at a physio yet, so fingers crossed it stays that way. Number 1, and trophies. Now, I don't think any of us can complain too much about last season, a League Cup and a Europa League. So essentially like the BTEC FA Cup and the BTEC Champions League. Jose, let's see what you can do this season though, because I want to see us winning the big competitions again. I want to see us getting far in the Champions League, and I definitely want to see us win the Premier League sometime soon. And I tell you what, the day we win the Premier League, I can't even imagine the parties in Manchester. It's going to be great. So please, Jose, make it happen soon. Right, so that's how I think Jose Mourinho is doing so far. If you disagree with any of those points, or you think that there's some points that we've missed, get in the comments below. Tell me about it. Make sure you subscribe as well. We're trying to get 500,000 by the end of the season. 500,000 subscribers. How good would that be? So yeah, click that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time on Full Time Devils. My name's Guys Drinkwater. See you in a bit.